Situation Room, the imperative of State Anti-Corruption Agency, Kano State, as case study. Kano was chosen, being the only state that established anti-graft commission nationwide. The chairman of the occasion, who is also the executive secretary of Presidential Advisory Committee Against Corruption, Professor Sadiq Isar Da, challenged other state governors to emulate Kano state government in that direction. He noted with regret that no state government has implemented whistleblowing or treasury single account policy initiated by federal government in their respective states. Professor Radda argued that although opposition governors may decide to desist replicating such policies due to political differences, but there is no reason why APC governors should not copy the WISE initiative.
Federal government will not be able to monitor spending in states and local government. Therefore, it is important for people to take interest in what happens regarding the fight against corruption in state and local government. But we are practicing democracy. Some states do not belong to APC. They belong to PDP. Personally, even though not justifiably, I can understand if a PDP government says it will not take part in what the federal government is doing. But there is no reason whatsoever for an APC government at state and local government to say they will not key into what the federal government is doing.
In his address, the executive chairman of Kano State Public Complaint and Anti-Corruption Commission, Barrister Muhimma Gajirimun Gadu, recalled that within the 4 years of his stewardship, he has handled over 4,000 cases, with bulk of them bordering around land racketeering.
Within these years of my stewardship at that commission, we were able to handle nothing less than 4,000 cases among the people that we were able to treat. And I said, most of these cases bordered on land issues. And you see, even going by the settings of the, it even go further to help the government or the society in bringing peace and stability to the people, because whenever you mediate or you treat the cases that involve parties that perhaps might likely escalate to something else, and I believe the commission has gone and doing very well in treating such kind of cases.
Also speaking, the Executive Secretary of Human and Environmental Development Agenda HEDA, Sulaiman Aribabu, said the organization holds such forum periodically aimed at charting the way forward. According to him, Kano is undoubtedly the only state government countrywide that supplements federal government's effort in the war against corruption by establishing an anti-corruption out. He called on other states to emulate the WISE example in the crusade, which he said has ravaged every strata of development.
So we want to look at what is working in Kano. What are the challenges that this initiative is facing? What are their success stories? What strategies are they deploying, and how are they engaging the fight against corruption? And the essence of that is to see how this can be replicated in other states, how we can encourage citizens in other states to demand of their state government that they need to see concrete action, legislated process on fight against corruption. So we are taking the Kano example, and you see that when the chairman of the Kano State Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission spoke, it spoke about many of the things that they are working on, are things that really imagine on discovering 4,000 ghost workers in the salary structure of a state like Kano. These are monies that would have gone into education. These are money that would have gone into delivery of healthcare.
Others who graced the occasion include Kano State Chairman of Nigeria Labour Congress, Comrade Kabir Adumin Jibir, State Acting Chairman of Nigeria Union of Journalists, Comrade Idris Zakaria Uzaura, and Professor Shehu Abdullahi of Christ. Nasiru Yusuf Ibrahim, reporting for ARTB News.